We're up to race number 5, and this is the Real Magic Handicap, and we're going over to 1,300 metres. And the horses that we will look at in replay: San Simeon, desperately unlucky last start. Moss Street finally got some luck last start. We'll hear from Stephen Parnham, the rider of Moss Street. Also, Reactive Thunder's come up with a nice draw. He's been racing very consistently indeed, and his rider will be Paul King, and you caught up with him as well on Wednesday.
I did. I caught up with Paul King and some other runners to keep an eye on. Al Fuji Mac, who ran second last start. He's knocking on the door, Al Fuji Mac. Overlock, who's just struggled to find winning form this preparation from the Alan Matthews stables. Anasazis, who doesn't know how to run a bad race, from the John Botel yard. Alpine Lad, who ran second at Belmont last start over 1,300. Bold Ransom, who's just struggling to find his top form this preparation. Moss Street, a good winner last start at the midweeks. And also Some Secret, who was held up for a run last week, and quite a cheeky effort when 9th of 10 behind Sky Spirit, but William Pike gave me a good report about Some Secret's chances. And also the Mighty Boosh from the John Price stables.
All right, San Simeon's the first of these horses. We'll watch in replay. And his leader's back, Robert Marcoux, had the ride this day, and the horse just never got out at all, and never saw daylight, and was strangled back in the field, and went to the line under a full Nelson.
Hide the Loot coiled up on the fence, pocketed for the time being. A length away, Don't Say a Word, going to the 600 from Short Roche, and last of all is Woodlaw. Hom shows the way, coming up to the turn, and with 500 to go, it's Hom leading 3/4 to the good of Anasazi. San Simeon coiled up, ready to strike as they set sail for home, but there's no run for him just yet. Hide the Loot, though, is into the open from Mari Park Special as Anasazi's comes out after Hom. Marcoux goes back to the inside, but he hasn't got enough room, and Hide the Loot starting to hit top gear. Hide the Loot, Anasazi's head Hom. San Simeon still bailed up near the inside as Hide the Loot now gets the better of Anasazi's, and here's an early double for Pike, comes away, and Hide the Loot too strong for Anasazi's. Hom ran third, fourth Murray Park Special. Over on the inside, San Simeon didn't see a lot of daylight there in the straight.
Now let's go to the Belmont midweeks and take a look at Moss Street winning, ridden by Stephen Parnham. He's running third on the fence, given a lovely run throughout.
Quarters on Revy J, Wonder Moss Street, who's going well, third in the box seat and being shaded by King Creek Monsoon, fifth, 3 deep. A length away then on the inside to Blue Hoops, travelling up well but in dire need of a clear run at the 450. Then Koala Road, who'll be out there wide coming around the corner, followed back behind them on straightening up by Prince Kadad. Hook's Reason of Feta, and further back is Nullagine, straightening in Just a Halo, tackled by Revy J. There's a rails run coming Moss Street's way. King Creek Monsoon run on Just a Halo, Revy J, Moss Street pushing up on the inside to grab them both. Moss Street, Revy J, Just a Halo coming back, but Moss Street gets the neck in front. Revy J's coming again. Moss Street from Revy J, Moss Street holding Revy J, and Moss Street wins.
I caught up with Moss Street's rider Stephen Parnham during the week once again, and this is what Stevie told us about Moss Street's chances. It was a good win at the midweeks 10 days ago.
It was a good win. He settled just behind him and got a split and got up along the inside to hit the front and hold him off in the finish. So he's stepping up to Saturday, but I think he's got a bit of improvement there and should run well.
Your father's horse, San Simeon, goes around here from Barrier 4. Will he be one of the hardest to beat, you think?
He will. He didn't really get a lot of favours the other day, being caught up on the inside there. I think if he gets a bit of room, he'll be probably the main chance in the race to try and beat.
Well, here's Reactive Thunder, horse who's been racing very consistently. On this occasion, it was the Belmont midweeks. He was 3 back the fence, all turquoise colours. Paul King gets him to the outside, and he sprints strongly to run second.
Maintaining the pressure, second sitting at his flanks. A length away third, then Blue Cotton Candy covered up by Beyond Dispute, going to the 600. A little over a length, Reactive Thunder back on the inside, cluttered away from River Mist. Then Copper Tito about to take off. Rossam behind them and struggling is Timaru Tiger. Volition spots the judge around the turn, tackled though by Spirited Gem, who levelled up with him. Blue Cotton Candy looking for a rails run. Beyond Dispute closing in quickly. Reactive Thunder, River Mist down the outside, but Beyond Dispute races to the lead now. and he drops a gear. At the 175, he's kicked well clear from Reactive Thunder. River Mist, followed by Blue Cotton Candy. Volition's gone. Beyond Dispute, though, with a handy lead close to home, and he's too good. Beyond Dispute back to his top, beat Reactive Thunder. Blue Cotton Candy third from River Mist.
Well, Dion Luciani caught up with the informed Paul King at the Belmont midweeks on Wednesday.
Drawn barrier 1 this week. Should get a nice run from there.
Yeah, Dion, the horse has been going terrific at the moment. He's run, won a race 3 starts ago, and he's been placed his last 2. He really needs a good draw. He's that type of horse that needs that soft early half of the race to sort of be able to finish off.
He comes up against horses like San Simeon and Anastasi's. It's no easy walk in the park this week.
No, obviously you go from the midweeks into the Saturdays, they're going to be a bit stronger, and Sam Simeon was very unlucky the other day, never got a crack at him, so you'd probably say that it'd be the one to beat for sure, and Anastasia was a good win 2 starts ago and was a good third the other day, so I expect the race to be a bit hard to win, but the horse is going good, and that's all we can ask.
Well, Dion, I found this one of the hardest races of the day to settle on my selections in race number 5. Ended up going 5 Alpine Lad as we go to air. Don't know the jockey, but probably will be Jess Hill, and she'll have to ride it cleverly from a whitish draw. But she's hit a bit of form of late, Jess, and hopefully she can continue on, as has trainer Alan Matthews. 1 San Simeon, we all wanted to be on him last start. He had no luck at all. Let's hope from an inside draw, Mark who can get him off the fence and into the clear a little earlier than he did last start. And 8 Reactive Thunder will be suited from barrier 1 and also likes a little bit of give in the ground.
Number 1, San Simeon on top for me, Marty. Just looking at the past runs there, he was 3rd on the fence, and I just don't believe the horse liked it whatsoever tucked away in there.
He might be there again. He's
a big horse and a big strider. He's drawn barrier 2 this week, so he's going to end up in a similar position. But by no fault of Roberts, he just never got a crack at him last week. And I believe had he got a clear crack at him from before the corner, he would have finished a lot closer to him. For second, I'll throw in number 7, Moss Street. It was a good win last start and a good ride by Stevie Parnham. And for third, number 4, Anastasi's. It's just hit a little bit of form for John Botel. John's really got this horse firing at the moment. I'm going to leave out number 5, Alpine Lad. I've given the horse 100 chances, and he's just a hard one to catch. So numbers for me, 1, 7 and 4.